You're watching SCAC Basketball Media Days, and joining us today from Sherman, Texas, it is the Austin College women's basketball team. Head coach Michelle Filander and senior guard and forward Erin Riley. And ladies, we thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Coach Filander, we'll start with you. Just take me through preseason practices the last couple weeks. What have you seen so far from your team? What have you been impressed with thus far?
So far, I've been impressed. I think with the enthusiasm that we've brought to practice every day. We've made some adjustments. I'm excited, because for a long time what we've been doing in stages, and we've gotten to the point now this year where we can go full go and do exactly what we've kind of always wanted to do. We finally gotten some spots filled and some holes filled, and so we're excited to be kind of taking off the training wheels and doing what we want to do. So it's been a good evolution for us, and so I'm most excited, I think, through the preseason with the enthusiasm that this group is bringing every day to practice. They're enjoying it, and some of the things that we're challenging them with on a daily basis, they're really coming in every day and accepting those challenges and working hard to meet the end goal. So far so good. We're happy, we're healthy, and we're moving forward every day.
Coach Filander, you talk about kind of the process and the training wheels, you say, getting to this point. Kind of a breakthrough year for your team last year, getting up to 12 wins last year, something this program hasn't seen in a while. Just kind of tell me the momentum that can carry over from last season and the confidence that comes into this season to try and improve on that mark.
That was the biggest question for us as we left the conference semifinal game last year. Was we were in that locker room at the end of the game last year, looking at a group that was coming back. Aside from the senior that we were graduating, everybody else was coming back to us. So for us, it was an opportunity at that moment to really again challenge ourselves. I think to go home and stay hungry through the spring and the summer and get back here into the preseason with some of the things that were going to help us continue to move forward into this year. So that was, and that's not an easy thing to do either. And and that's what I've been pleased with as we've moved into this preseason, is seeing, a group of 11 returners, plus the new group of six freshmen that we've brought in, kind of come and hit the ground running from where we've left off. You never know what you're going to get at that point, who's gone home and who's done the work and who maybe hasn't. And so it's been very refreshing to come back and see a group that I think has gone after and accepted what we challenged them to come back as. And for us, that was to come back as more complete players who could really get it done on both sides of the ball, and continue that momentum. So we've been happy with that so far.
Erin, I'll turn to you. You're one of three seniors on this team. Just tell me how important it is for you to emerge as a leader this season.
It's very important. A lot of our underclassmen look to us because we have been here the longest. Me and the two other seniors have a lot of experience on and off the court, so they just really look to us to ask us questions on what to do and how to do it and what's the best way, and are always just wanting to learn more, which is a great thing.
Coach Filander, I'll come back to you. You hear your senior speak right there. Tell me a little bit about the senior class, about the young lady sitting to your right, what they've been able to do with this team, and what your expectations are as you go into this year for them.
This senior class is a very unique class for me. This is the first class that as I came into Austin College, into this program, this senior class were freshmen the first year I got here. So this is the group that has been here throughout the entire process, and they've been here now with me for 4 years. So, and this is the first group to kind of complete that whole 4-year process. So this is a special group in that way. My expectations for this group are very, very high, and we had that conversation at the beginning of the year. These are my 3 captains. These are my 3 leaders, and my expectations are high because they're not perfect, and none of us are perfect, but I expect them to learn from their mistakes and know what the vision and the standards are of this program and be that more than anybody. I joke all the time with them that they're the oldest children, so it's not always going to be fair, but that's kind of the other side of being leaders. So been very happy with their leadership. They're a strong group of seniors. They have bought into what we want to do with this program, and they continue to help sell it every day. In a lot of ways, the young women on this team have to work as assistant coaches too, and so they kind of take pride in that and accept that role to the extent that they can play it and do a great job with it. So I've been really happy with this group.
Erin, tell me or share with us some of the team goals that your team has, that the Roos have set for themselves this year, and share with me a couple individual goals that you may have set for yourself.
One of the top ones for us as a team is to be at the top of the conference. The last couple of seasons, due to injuries and stuff, we've been placed at the bottom coming out of preseason, but I think this year will be different, returning as many girls as we are, including the freshmen that we have. I think that we could be a top contender in the conference. And also last season we did well in defensive categories, so we're just looking to do that again this year as well. Individual goals, just shooting the ball well like I did last season, and playing good defense for me.
You are watching SCAC Basketball Media Days. We're here with the Austin College women's basketball team, and Coach Filander, I'll come back to you. You got some returners coming back this year as well as some newcomers coming into this team. Just tell me what you've seen from the returners, as well as the newcomers, and what they've been able to do during practices.
Well, to reiterate a little bit, I think with the players that we're returning, I'm very pleased with how we've hit the ground running. We didn't have a lot of drop off. We didn't have a lot of things that we had to go back over. They really took where they were at and have been able to start right there. So we've really been able to challenge and move forward and not have to go back and do some other things. So I've been really happy with the returners in that regard. Other than that, as individuals, they've gone back and they've challenged themselves to add some skill sets to their game, to add some dimensions to their game. So I think that some of our returners, you're going to see some different things out of them this year than maybe some of the roles that they've played in the past. And I'm excited about that. I think that makes us more versatile and more balanced, and that's what we're always looking to be every day. So we're happy with our returners in that sense. On the newcomer side, the freshman side, and we have a transfer in there too in our junior class, but they've done a great job of kind of coming in and being sponges and looking at this returning class and the group that's been doing it and really trying to learn and understand the way that we do things and what the standards are for this program and what we want out of every day, and then buying in themselves to that and then trying to emulate it in the way that they can and continue to learn. So I've been happy with that as well. The newcomers, it's hard to pull anybody out individually because you really don't want to do that given the team concept that we preach every day. But they've been a good group as far as working hard and assimilating to the program.
Ladies, we'll get you out on this final question. Erin, we'll start with you, and then Coach Filander will let you have the last word. For Austin College to be successful here in 2013 and 14, what are going to be some of the keys to success?
One of the biggest things, again, is probably our rebounding, shooting the ball well, and just staying healthy throughout the whole season. Has been a problem in the past, but I think we're going to be healthy and be good this year. So.
Coach Filander, what are going to be some of the keys to success for your team this year?
I think our keys are one of our big goals is to compartmentalize this season and to break it into much smaller pieces than the entirety. Break it down into even daily pieces. And so we talk a lot about this year being 1-0 every day. Just that's all you need to be. And so that's what I want them to be able to focus in is being 1-0 every day. And that's going to be our biggest key, is our ability to take that confidence into every day, take that kind of motivation and enthusiasm into just every day and play that day to the best of their ability, and take the next as it comes. So that's our biggest key, is building that confidence, building momentum, and staying focused in the moment.
You have been watching SCAC Basketball Media Days here with the Austin College women's basketball team. Head coach Michelle Filander and senior guard and forward Erin Riley. Ladies, we thank you so much for joining us today, and we wish you good luck here in the upcoming season.
Thank you.
The Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference, a conference of good sports.